Hello, my name is Leroy Tyler, and I'm with Quantum Natural Health and Wellness. We have another testimony that we want to talk about today. We want to introduce to you a gentleman who is a Vietnam veteran, and he's the president of the Vietnam Veterans Association in Atlanta. And he's also pastor of the Omega Holiness Church here in Atlanta. He has had some substantial problems with the injuries he received in service, but he's received some substantial relief from those problems as a result of the treatment that he's received under Dr. Samuel Peters III here at Quantum Natural Health and Wellness. I'd like to introduce Pastor Elson McGee. Pastor McGee, we appreciate you coming in and giving us an opportunity to have this testimony put on video. Could you please let us know what it was like for you before the treatment? What were your injuries you sustained in the service to our country, and what were you going through?
Well, actually, what I was suffering from, Leroy, was a recent diagnosis of degenerative heart disease, which is presumptively it comes from my exposure to Agent Orange while I was serving in Vietnam. What I was experiencing now, this is not to say that VA was not there to properly care for me with medications, because they did. What happened was the medication that they prescribed was, the side effects was just demanding, it was actually debilitating.
Okay.
I am, as you pointed out, I'm president of Vietnam Veterans of America, and not only just president, I'm also the service rep for Vietnam Veterans of America, meaning that I file claims for veterans to get their benefits from VA. Now, unfortunately, most of the heart issue caused me to start having breathing problems. I was having problems getting breath. I could not breathe, and they made me weak. So that made me dysfunctional. I could not perform my role as president of Vietnam Veterans of America or as this VA service rep, because I was ill. I was malfunctioning at that point. I went to the VA. They gave me a medication. The medication addressed the issues. It did something for the symptoms, but it made me sicker. The medication.
Okay, in what way?
Well, I was weaker. I was drained. I didn't have the energies to move around. Just yesterday I was in Nashville at the VA in Nashville representing a veteran getting this benefit. Had it not been for the treatment I got from Dr. Peters, I probably wouldn't have been able to be in Nashville yesterday. Because right now I'm not experiencing any of the symptoms of the condition that I've been diagnosed with.
Okay.
In other words, I'm not having any breathing issues or problems catching my breath. My strength is returned to the point that I'm actually exercising every day now.
How long has that been since you exercised?
Well, before then, I probably hadn't exercised in probably 10 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay, that's a long time. So all that time you wanted to, but you just didn't have the energy to do it.
Well, I mean, like I'm very active. I just didn't have the energy to actually do all I do and then go out and exercise, or to organize myself in a way that I could exercise, which I do now.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so can you disclose some of the other injury problems that you had as a result of your treatment?
See, I always consider myself very blessed. The only condition that I'm service connected for is PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. Combat PTSD is very debilitating. It causes hypertension. It also causes heart conditions. And it causes a lot of mental issues like paranoia, short-term memory loss. I can't say that all of those issues have disappeared, but I have been doing recognizably better.
Yes.
With the conditions. Now, I consider myself very lucky in that as a service rep. I've often said to some of the other guys that have different kind of conditions that's caused by aging, like diabetes. And this months, this past Sundays, program, you know, in my notice, I put Dr. Peters' name in my notice. And why would I do that? Because I'm talking to members of my church that are not there. They are housebound individuals. One guy, David Billingsley, who is one of my deacons, well, he's facing amputation for diabetic neuropathy, which, you know, causes all the nerves in his feet to die. So naturally, having been exposed to Dr. Peterson, now my mission is to expose Dr. Peterson to veterans that I know that are suffering discomfort with their disabilities every day. So I just came in today looking at a refill, looking at how I will continue this treatment, because the VA is not paying for the treatment right now. And we think that need to change, because it is a treatment that allows us to function highly in our disability category. VA has programs that they say they call them the quality of life programs. So we're looking at those programs and question VA authorities to see whether this treatment can be provided to other veterans. That's just how good I feel about it.
Okay, well, what was the result of you having the treatment after, in terms of your condition?
Well, like I said, yesterday, Friday evening, I had a retirement celebration at the Grand Lodge in college in Riverdale. Saturday, I had a press conference. Sunday, I had a re-entry ministry at my church. Yesterday, I was in Nashville, Tennessee, representing a veteran with claims. So my activities has increased.
Really?
You know, I mean, it was increasing anyway, but I had felt no tiredness, even though I was up at 5 o'clock yesterday morning to go to Nashville, Tennessee, which is a 4-hour drive. Got back yesterday at 7 o'clock, met with the people at the Atlanta Police Department talking about re-entry. So I've had the energy to do everything I need to be doing, and still advocate that other veterans should be exposed to the treatment that I'm receiving.
So your energy level is back up. What about other symptoms that you had with the conditions related to your injury, your service-related injuries?
Now, like I was saying, what I was having breathing issues. It was hard for me to catch my breath. So I was not able to function. So those conditions, those symptoms have completely disappeared.
What do you see could be the benefit for the veterans that, as you get ready to let your fellow veterans know about this?
Well, as I said in my bulletin Sunday, as I said at the press conference Saturday, this is a treatment that I feel strongly that all veterans and seniors should be exposed to. Anybody with medical discomforts that want to feel normal again, that want their life back. I think it should be they should have the treatment, and I feel so strongly about that. I'm in the process of talking with VA, director of medical center.
Okay.
And I'm also looking to have conversation with people at Gene Care to make sure that we come up with a way that veterans and others can have this treatment, that can afford this treatment. If seniors can't afford it, we want to make it possible through Social Security or VA benefits that they able to get this treatment.
Okay. Well, I'm encouraged by what I hear, because I can see that there's a difference. I've known you for a few years, and I can see there's a difference in how you look. Has anybody else told you that
No.
They haven't mentioned in terms of that you look like you look like you more or less there's a change in your appearance, how you have more energy.
Nobody told me that, but I feel it.
Okay. You said something that grabbed my attention. You said that after the treatment, you said you felt stronger again. You don't feel like a senior citizen anymore.
Well, I felt like I said, I had some tennis rackets that I actually given to the church to put in the flea market. I went and got them back.
Okay.
So I'm not giving up my tennis rackets right now.
Okay.
I had actually put them in the church to be sold as a part of, and we're doing that right now. We are collecting stuff from our members to put in the flea market. I actually took my tennis rackets over to put them in the flea market.
Okay.
But I went and got them back.
Okay, well now you have the energy to go ahead and get back on record again.
I had the energy to get back on the court.
Fantastic.
I just got to make the time.
Okay. Well, Pastor McGee, we appreciate you taking the time to give this testimony. And also anybody that's looking at this, please contact the office, look at our website so you can see the things that are being done here. There's a number of people who have testimonies like Pastor McGee, including myself, that this practice actually helped me get well. There's a difference between being treated and getting well. And so we appreciate you, Pastor McGee, for coming in. And we look forward to being of service to you and the veterans here that you deal with. We owe you all a lot, and we thank you for your service.
Well, I just want to say this, Leroy, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'm not just a veteran. I'm an advocate for veteran benefits.
Yes.
And with this, I'm saying to veterans that are listening to call Dr. Peterson. Just give yourself a chance to really see what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And that way, we can be boldly going before VA to try to make the changes, the policy changes necessary for this treatment to be provided to our veterans.
I agree, and I think you'll make that point. This can be the difference between having quality of life or life and death situations in terms of how you're being treated with technology that can have an impact on your condition. It's for real, it works. And we appreciate your focus in terms of taking a look at this video, and we appreciate your time, Pastor.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.